There's something outside. I'm just trying to stay calm. I cut my hand earlier when I was cooking. I think maybe it can smell the blood. Jesus Christ.
Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Miss Kafue. So ladies and gentlemen, and I know some gentlemen are watching this channel and some gentlemen have confessed to liking some of my content, like this content that's so general. So welcome all to this video. Let me tell you, my anxiety will never allow me to go camping, especially to some of these places. In fact, I had my first camping experience last month, and at the end of the video I'll share how that went. So hey, this video gets tense. This video is somehow a lot, but not really a lot, but it's so interesting to watch. If you're a camper, maybe you relate to it. If you're not, you'll enjoy the experience. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into this video and then I'll be back to give my take on it.
So this video is going viral in Mexico, and basically this group of friends is camping and they can tell they're being hunted or stalked or something. So they actually take their drone out and use thermal to follow it, and that's what you can see here. Well, then something unexplained happens. I went ahead and translated the audio, so here it is from the beginning.
Context: I went camping with some friends and we noticed that a person started following us. During the night we felt being watched and heard noises around us. The next day at camp we saw their tracks and we were missing things. I raised my drone with thermal camera to follow the person and retrieve our things. The person stopped at this point. Change the vision of the drone to see the person, and this is what happened.
A YouTuber recorded this. This YouTuber was solo camping in his van in the middle of the woods when he suddenly wakes up hearing strange noises outside. Take a look.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight.
It was assumed that it was just people, but it's still unknown what exactly it was. Let me know in the comments what you think it was. Follow for more videos.
This is probably one of the scariest videos I've seen in a long time. So this is Noah. He was on a camping trip one night, and while he was on his way back from said camping trip, he decided to pull off the side of the road and catch some Z's. What ends up happening that night is something so chilling, something so horrifying that you guys probably need headphones for it.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is, and there's someone walking around my truck right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. He's been walking around for like 20 minutes already. He's touching my truck. He's literally touching my truck. How am I supposed to get him away? He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck. The back door's locked. I've never been this scared before ever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm gonna try to see if he goes away eventually. We'll see. He's literally peeking through the door right now. I've never been this scared ever. So, the current time is 2:30 in the morning right now. He's still walking around my truck. I'm gonna try to see if I can flash my light to get him scared. So he runs away. There he is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now, from what I understand, the individual knocking on his doors and windows was only there for about an hour and a half, or something like that. But he did finally leave, and Noah was able to get out of there safe and sound.
This is a true story about a couple camping in the wild who had a terrifying encounter with a lion. Let's dive into their harrowing experience. In the pitch-black night, 2 lions circled the couple's tent. It seemed they hadn't caught any prey during the day and were now desperately hungry. After hours of wandering through the wilderness, the lions stumbled upon the tents, growing excited at the sounds coming from inside. To them, this indicated potential prey. The lions were initially unsure if they could capture whatever was inside. As they investigated, they realized the tents housed humans. This discovery thrilled them. They started pawing at the tent, likely thinking they were in for a feast. The lions might have thought, these foolish 2-legged creatures dared to camp on our territory without our permission. Tonight, we will feast. Hearing the lions, the couple inside the tent began to panic. They tried to explain, "Please, we're locals. We just got married and are here on our honeymoon. We didn't mean to invade your territory. Please, spare us." Despite the couple's pleas, the lions couldn't control their predatory instincts. They began tearing at the tent with their powerful paws. Fortunately, the tent was sturdy enough to withstand the initial onslaught. After some time, the lions realized they couldn't easily get to the humans and decided to move on, disappearing into the night. The couple was incredibly lucky. If they had encountered tigers instead of lions, the outcome might have been far more dangerous.
I'll say it once, I'll say it again. It's not the monsters that you need to be worried about when camping in the forests. While out camping, this gentleman leaves for a little bit, but then when he comes back, he ends up finding this guy totally destroying his campsite. Now, the reason that this individual gave was that these were his woods, that this was his forest. But, you know, it's a public forest. It belongs to anybody. There were no trespassing signs. There was no indication that this guy owned anything. He's just losing his mind, apparently. So he comes back to his tent, he grabs everything he needs, and he plans on hightailing it out of there. Unfortunately, Mr. Gas Can here already thought about that and took care of his exit strategy. Now, as far as I know, the original poster of this video has gone kind of silent, but I do know that they did manage to get out okay. And hopefully Mr. Gas Can here was able to get some help.
Hi, So I kind of have a weird thing. I just spoke with the Glacier Public Service Center, and they recommended we call you guys. We were camped last night right next to the Douglas Fir campground off of that forest road. Woke up this morning and there was a rock placed next to the van, and scrawled into the rock laid on top of this tree stump was "I will again." Probably just a goofy kid thing, but figured we should probably report it.
Are you having problems with anybody?
No, ma'am, here's the thing. We're camped in the middle of the forest, maybe a mile and a half off the main road. Ain't no happenstance that somebody just stumbles upon you. It's so dark up here at night, you can't see your hand in front of your face. It's just eerie.
You're going to give you a phone call.
Okay.
And they're going to pop her up to a restricted number, so even if you don't recognize it, go ahead and answer that, okay?
Alrighty.
I'll see you in the morning. I think someone's outside the van. +2. Someone just tried the door. Hey!
Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god. Shit.
Guys, some rocks just came flying down this hillside right here. Yeah. Yep, back it up a little bit.
May 9th, 2025. We made the trek out to a location deep in a canyon in a remote area of the San Gabriel Mountains. Shortly after setting up camp and searching the area, strange things would start to happen.
So we have just set up our campsite. We're getting ready to go on our first excursion and basically do a perimeter search and just kind of see what we got going on around our area here. And I gotta say, this area is giving super squatchy vibes. It's pretty creepy. Famous last words as we leave the campsite.
What is that?
Oh, yeah. Right now we're just making our way up this creek, kind of getting a lay of the land, looking around for tracks, seeing if we see any sign of anything. It's all pretty dried out right now, but there is running water. Aw. Look at it, what the?
Dude, the frame of an old car.
Is that what it is?
Something. This has got to be from the early 1900s.
Oh. Nice shot. All right, guys. Look at, we just found up here where this creek. It's like carved out the side. This giant rock right here. Like I just got the whiff of an animal. I feel like I just smelled an animal.
It's gonna be the shot, dude.
That's
at night with the moon.
Bro, we gotta come out to this area at night, dude.
Shit, look at that.
That's it, bro. You're right, that's it.
Dude, what the? That is. I'm not going near that thing.
Oh, I feel you on that though, huh? I will go near it though. Later, maybe.
See, I told you.
Do you think somebody threw those?
Yeah.
But was something stepping up there?
How did that happen right now, right?
Some rocks just came flying down this hillside right here. I'm gonna do a whistle and see if we hear anything. Yeah. Yep, back it up a little bit.
That was a loud creak.
Okay.
That was loud.
An experienced camper set out for a solo trip, testing out a bivvy tent for the first time. He made his way deep into the forest, settling near a trail, a decision he would later regret.
So I'd say one of the only issues with this area is it's next to a dirt track. So you've got this track here where bikes go through, so it's quite a busy area, and that's the tent there. There's also a footpath over there as well where people are walking, so it can get quite loud. The sun is setting now, so it should be getting quite quiet, and hopefully no one passes through, especially at the night time.
As the sun set, he cooked his meal, the woods around him growing darker and more isolated. The atmosphere was peaceful. Until it wasn't.
So it is almost there, but I should have brought some extra fuel, I think, for next time, because it is almost running out, so not doing too good. All gone. That was actually really good. I'm quite full now, so I didn't need to bring any bread or anything. That was really good. So I did say that I'd show you what it looks like in the dark. This is what it's like when it's pitch black. This is what it's like when you have the lantern on, and it's very creepy. But we'll see how this one goes. It's not a hammock tent, it's a lay flat, you know, on the ground tent. So we'll see how it goes, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good night.
At around 10:30 p.m., movement caught his attention. A group of people were approaching his tent. Heart pounding, he stayed quiet, listening as they stopped just outside. Then voices. The group seemed curious, maybe even lost. But in that moment, the realization hit. He was alone, vulnerable, and completely at their mercy.
Kyle, turn around, there's somebody sleeping in the tent behind me. There. Go to the tent, right there, bro. Kyle, hello? God. I told you it's bumping it, it's a lot really good. Oh, it's come here, boys, together. No, but I don't want the guy to feel threatened at all, do you know what I mean? Yeah, leave him to it, mate, let's go. He's got a body cut, look, he's got a trail cam there, look. What do you mean, a trail cam? Look on the tree, that it's just like animals and shit. You're right. Oh, sorry, no, it's alright, no worries.
They apologized, and he guided them through the forest. They moved on, leaving him unharmed. But the thought lingered. This time, they meant no harm.
Fuck is that?
No, what's...
Run!
Guys, wait! Oh.
Did we just go to this fucking quantum point and this whole fucking person is Sky? Oh my fucking god, bitch! I can't. What if the person shows up in my rear view camera? No, bitch, I can't.
I really don't think I'm ever gonna be able to escape this shit. Listen to it. Listen to that pedaling. Jesus. I mean, this is my whole closet right here. It's my kitchen.
In this video, we'll share the story of a solo female traveler who faced one of the most terrifying nights in her van when an intruder tried to break in. Hold on tight because this story will keep you on the edge of your seat. Around midnight, she heard a noise outside. At first, she thought it was just an animal, but the sounds grew louder and more deliberate. Someone was trying to open the door. She knew she had to act fast. She turned on the interior lights and blasted the horn, hoping to scare off whoever was outside. The noise stopped, but she wasn't sure if he was gone. We're joining two campers deep in the forest for an evening of adventure. Little do they know, their peaceful night is about to take a spooky turn. Let's see what happens. As the camera pans through the forest, something strange catches his eye. In the shadows cast by the fading light, he notices a dark shape moving between the trees.
Just into the tree. I swear to God, I just saw a shadow of the tree. Shadow of the tree? Yeah. What do you mean? I don't f***ing know.
Curious and a bit unsettled, the man turns on his flashlight and directs it toward the area where he saw the shadow. The beam of light cuts through the darkness, illuminating the surrounding trees and underbrush. We're joining a solo camper as he sets up his base camp deep in the heart of the forest. It's a peaceful evening, but as the night falls, things are about to get a little more interesting. Everything seems to be going smoothly until the camper hears something unexpected, a series of strange noises in the distance. The noises are faint but unmistakable, rustling and what sounds like distant whispers. The camper pauses, trying to identify the source.
YouTuber Grizzly Gez goes camping in a spot he's familiar with. It was a spot he loved, but after that night, that changed. He is woken by noises from outside his tent, branches snapping, footsteps. But the worst of all is the sounds he can only describe as the grudge noise. Take a look.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that? Oh, come on, someone's fucking with us. Someone's got to be fucking with us, haven't they? Holy fuck.
Listen carefully.
Put my boots on.
What could it have been? Was it someone messing with him, or was it actually something paranormal?
This is why you should never camp alone. This guy was just minding his own business, camping in his truck and talking on his phone, enjoying the peace and quiet of nature. But suddenly this happened. Fuck you! Do you think you could survive this?
How I lock myself in at night camping in my truck. Some vice grips, go in the corner, clamp it, can't open it, pray for the best.
Without a doubt, the creepiest campsite we've been to. After arriving late to the campsite, there was nobody else there. It was very quiet, but for some reason, I just had the hairs standing up on the back of my neck, and the dog was constantly growling at different things, and heaps of animals in the surrounding nature. Not usually a scary thing, but just for some reason, this particular camp spot at this time of night just really put the wind up me.
You hear that? Hey guys, it's about 2:30 in the morning and there is a large pack of coyotes out around my camp. I can hear them laughing and barking off to the left and then over to the right. Alright, I'm going to try to get some sleep and see if they come into camp and mess with anything. Hear that pack of coyotes started howling over there again.
Someone's out there.
No.
I'm not tripping. Someone's out there. Someone's out there.
Where?
Holy
Someone's out there, Kyle. We're joking, I saw.
Yeah, close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
What the hell is that?
Lock the door. Close the door.
Close it.
Close it.
He was right there.
Let me see.
Are you joking?
It's locked. No, I caught it on camera. Somebody right there. Is it locked?
You caught it, right?
He's not there anymore.
You caught it on
Yeah,
camera?
I saw it.
Yeah, no.
Yo, he's not there anymore.
Standing there.
Yo, there's nobody there.
Holy crap, no!
There's nobody. What?
No, look! No way.
Yo, what the
Yo, I'm scared.
Yo, he's getting in your car, dude. He's getting in your car.
He's getting in your car, dude.
Go. How do I open this? Open it. Bro, how do I open it?
Hurry up. Take the car.
Right here.
It's the only way.
No. Is it gone? Is it gone? No. Oh my. No.
The only way.
Oh. Yo, who the was that guy, Jake?
I knew I saw something.
Yo, we can't do anything anyway.
It's a scene straight out of a horror movie, but this is terrifyingly real. Russian adventurers Taras and Natalia Shvechikhin, along with their dog Mars, faced a living nightmare during their expedition in Siberia's Khanty-Mansi region.
Кажется, сейчас будет шок-контент.
While camping in the remote wilderness, they were ambushed by a massive swarm of mosquitoes, so dense that their tent was completely covered in hundreds of bloodthirsty insects.
Как нам продолжать поход?
Yet, despite the relentless mosquito attacks, treacherous swamps, and countless obstacles, the trio pushed forward, completing their 165-kilometer journey on foot and by water. So tell us, what would you have done in their place?
Holy. Oh my God. Look. You must have heard that just then. Look at my arms, dude. Oh, this is fucked. Okay. Well, I've got my backpack back on and I'm booting on out of here. I just heard a sound. It's not normal. It's definitely not a normal sound and I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably about 2.5 hours after I checked in with you guys, so it would be around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, and that sound was not normal. I'm getting out of here.
After the creepy noises subside, he changes his mind about leaving the cave and decides to spend the rest of the night near the entrance. A couple of hours later, he reported hearing hissing sounds that sounded like human voices, but after walking around the cave, he couldn't find anything that could be making those noises. Aside from big animals, the worst thing that could have happened to Matt is to have come across a hostile squatter living in the cave, although it's unclear why anyone would want to live down there. Fortunately, he made his way out of the cave safely as soon as the sun rose, and never went back to that cave again.
Well guys, I just got to my camping spot for the night on my road trip home to Alaska, and I got on Google Maps, I turned on the satellite imagery, I found a dirt road that had a little parking spot way out it, and went out to the parking spot, and when I got there, it is the scariest place or creepiest place I've ever camped. And I did some history checking in Google when I found this place and found out that some guy was violently murdered here, and his face is all kind of ripped off and torn up, and they left him out here. I found his body out here, so anyway, that's where we're spending the night. Yep. No big deal, right? Tell you one thing. I am locking my door tonight. My bear spray right there. Tactical flashlight to rip face off. Freaking baseball bat. We're good. See you guys in the morning.
I've been tagged in this one so much, so let's check it out.
So last night, me and my husband went camping, and we had to cut it short because we were just both way too freaked out about what happened. So the campsite that we were at, it's primitive camping. It's like a long dirt road to get into it. And there's a couple of campsites through this wooded area, but we are in the deep woods in the middle of nowhere. There's a lake on one side and then like deep forest on the other three sides. Our campsite was really big. We were able to drive our car in, so the car is like way on like one side, and he was over there and he's cooking dinner because we have like our cooking set up near the car. And then you walk a little ways and there's like the fire pit and like our tent and like, you know, where we were, and on the other side of that is deep forest. So I'm on the way other side, right? And I'm over there and I'm going up in the woods to do my business, and behind me, as I'm over there, directly behind me, I hear meow meow. So meow meow is this really stupid thing that me and my husband do. I mean, it's cute, I guess. It's just something that we say to each other every once in a while. And so it's his voice saying our thing, but it's like a really monotone voice. Like, his voice is so monotone. It's like meow meow. But it was so loud. It was directly behind me. In order for me to hear him, if he's over there, he would have to yell. Like, that's how big this place is. And this wasn't a yell. This was directly behind me. So I spin around because I'm kind of mad. Like, why you follow me over here? Like, don't be doing that. Don't be leaving the food unattended, for one. Don't follow somebody into the woods if they're going for that reason. So I spin around and there's like trees in my way, and I look and he's like cooking. Like, he's by this stove, like he's cooking, the music is playing from the car, he's just having fun in his own little world. So I'm like, fuck that. I go over and I'm like, hey, did you just sneak up behind me and go meow meow? And he's like, the fuck? No, why would I do that? And I'm like, I don't know, because I just heard you say that. And he's like, no. And I'm like, please tell me right now, did you follow me and sneak up behind me and run back? Even though there would be no time for him to run back. That man does not run fast. Honestly, he don't even run. Like, he don't do that. And so I'm just like, no, fuck that. Something mimicked your voice directly behind me. I don't want to be here. And he's like, yeah, no, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, we can put the camping trip on hold, go someplace else tomorrow. So we pack everything up, and as we're packing up, we are hearing on all three sides of us as forest, we are hearing something in the woods. And it was like circling. Like, there was animals in the woods. Yes, it's really deep forest. We're in bear country. That's fine. But this was not that. This was bigger. This was, I don't know what this was. Like, I have no clue what I heard or what was happening, but we were hearing stuff on all sides of us. We're like, let's just go. So the last thing to get into the car is all three of us, me and my husband and our dog, Ellie. So my husband's like, okay, I'm going to do one last check around the campsite, make sure we picked everything up, make sure everything is clean, we got everything going. And he's doing a check. I'm over by the car. Now, once again, like, the car is a bit a ways from the campsite. Like, you know, it's close by, but it's not, you know, right on top of it. My back is turned. I'm helping my dog into the car. I'm getting her set up. And behind me, I hear something run up to me. Like, run fast and stop a few feet behind me. And I spin around and I have her flashlight and I'm like, what the fuck? My husband's way on the other side again. Like, he's nowhere near me. And that motherfucker don't run. Fuck that. I don't know what it was. I don't know what I heard that mimicked him, but I don't want to fucking find out. Fuck that.
Oh, I didn't like the part when something ran up behind you. It definitely sounds like a mimic, but would a mimic be circling? I'm confused about that part. That could have been something else then. I'm not sure. This is why we have this community. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. What do we think that was?
Now this has to be one of the scariest and creepiest road trips I have ever seen in my entire life, and it was recorded by Alyssa Vanilla on YouTube.
You have a guy on the mountain up there that is watching you with binoculars.
Now Alyssa's channel is focused on vlog type videos where she travels with her van all alone. And in one particular situation while van camping in the middle of Arizona, something really creepy happened. Check this out. Alyssa was recording B-roll footage for her YouTube video when all of a sudden this guy comes along and starts asking questions. Questions like, are you all alone? And how long have you been van camping? These kind of questions are already a red flag. Then all of a sudden he starts saying that if she needs water or if she needs to take a shower, she can go over to his home. And this is when Alyssa knew that there was something wrong.
You're welcome to actually come in and use the shower a couple times a week. You're welcome to, if you need a shower or something, that's not a problem.
This guy then goes away, noticing that Alyssa is not comfortable with the conversation, but in about 15 to 20 minutes he comes back. But this time she's prepared for this type of situation, so she sets up her camera in the other direction and completely hidden from him. So take into consideration that he did not know that he was being recorded. Check this out.
You have a guy on the mountain up there that is watching you with binoculars.
Okay, well, that's unnerving. Well, I guess I won't be staying.
Well, it's not that you can't stay. Just, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
The other side of the mountain is safer.
Really?
Yes. Told me he comes out here and offers water, but I would stay away from him.
At this point, he's trying to convince her to go over to the other side of the mountain, but Alyssa just wants to get the heck out of there as fast as possible, so she starts folding her laundry and breaks eye contact with him. Now, keep in mind, he doesn't know he's being recorded. Check this out.
I mean, I did want to stay because it's nice out here and it's quiet, but if there's somebody watching me, then obviously I don't think I should stay out here at all.
Well, that's fine. That's your choice, too.
Yeah. Well, at least I got to put my laundry away. It's always easier to do housekeeping out in the open rather than in the city somewhere. So just finishing up my laundry and then I'll probably have to leave, but that's okay. Do you need anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, this is the moment that Alyssa got the heck out of there safe and sound, and I'm glad that she didn't become one of those found footage videos on the internet. However, after posting the video to YouTube, there were several people leaving comments stating that this guy was possibly lying and trying to lure her into some sort of creepy situation. But I want to know your thoughts. Do you think he was just being friendly, or was there something really wrong with this situation, and would you have done something differently?
In January 2024, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland, leaving his camper van at a local dog park a few hundred yards away. On his way into the woods, he finds a camping tent that's been shredded to pieces, which is honestly a little creepy, but he keeps going anyway. After setting up his tent in the woods, he starts cooking dinner on a camping stove. As the sun starts to set, he sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them. Most experienced campers would probably tell you that if your gut is telling you something's wrong, you should probably call it a day and leave, but Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording. As soon as he settles down in his tent to get some sleep, things start to get very creepy.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent, I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
As the seconds pass by, the footsteps outside seem to get louder and louder. At one point, Sam calls out to whoever's out there, but at first he doesn't get a response. It's only after he calls out for about the 5th time that every camper's worst nightmare starts to become a reality for Sam.
They're walking around outside in circles.
Hello? Hello? Alright, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop. Hello? Hello? Alright, I'm getting out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here.
This is why you always lock your doors. Will from Will Whereabouts was camping in the middle of the woods in Box Hill, UK.
I think this will do for tonight's stealth camping. Freezing cold! That'll be a good way just to get some heat in here in the mornings and in the evenings when it really does start to drop. I've decided to put my gas portable stove just sitting on the boxes which it goes in because I'm going to spark it up and get a bit of nice warm air to come through.
When suddenly, late at night, he's awoken by what sounds like human voices.
I don't think I'm going to be getting much sleep tonight.
Will explains he was all alone in that site, so what exactly made those sounds?
This is why I will never go camping in Ohio.
For those of you who don't know, stealth camping just means parking your camper van pretty much anywhere without paying for parking, and people do it anywhere from residential neighborhoods to the middle of nowhere. In January 2024, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland, leaving his camper van at a local dog park a few hundred yards away. On his way into the woods, he finds a camping tent that's been shredded to pieces, which is honestly a little creepy, but he keeps going anyway. After setting up his tent in the woods, he starts cooking dinner on a camping stove. As the sun starts to set, he sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them. Most experienced campers would probably tell you that if your gut is telling you something's wrong, you should probably call it a day and leave, but Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording. As soon as he settles down in his tent to get some sleep, things start to get very creepy.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent, I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
As the seconds pass by, the footsteps outside seem to get louder and louder. At one point, Sam calls out to whoever's out there, but at first he doesn't get a response. It's only after he calls out for about the 5th time that every camper's worst nightmare starts to become a reality for Sam.
They're walking around outside in circles.
Hello? Hello? Alright, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop. Hello? Hello? Alright, I'm getting out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? They're with me. With me here. Holy crap, get away. What do you want? Hello, I can't see you. Hello. Alright, I'm getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
One thing that a lot of people in the comments of Sam's video have pointed out is that if you're being stalked or attacked by a stranger in the middle of the woods, it's probably not a good idea to show weakness by saying things like, I can't see you, I'm spooked, and I don't like this. After this, the attackers apparently leave the campsite, but as soon as he steps out of the tent, Sam sees them standing eerily in the woods just a few feet away from him.
They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you! Get away! Alright, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
Completely freaking out after the disturbing encounter, he obviously decides to call it a night and head back to his van in the park, but things only continue to get worse for Sam.
Alright, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm leaving, don't follow me! I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette, I can hear you! I hear you!
As he's making his way back to the park, he looks back at the campsite and sees the attackers stealing his things, but he decides to leave his stuff behind, terrified for his life. As he's running through the woods now, he turns back and sees his attackers chasing him.
This has got to lead back to the main trail. I don't know where they are. It's all foggy up here. I got water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody anymore. I hear them coming. I can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this. I'm calling up police. All right, I'm back on the path. Back on the path. Okay. Get away from me!
I don't know if it's gonna do it. I mean, you can see the lights on. I'm sitting here in the middle of the woods. No one around. Just me and a fire. About 5 minutes ago, some decent-sized animal ran on the other side of my van. And then about a couple minutes go by, and my car locks all by itself and honks twice. And I think, that's weird. 5-6 minutes go by, and it just did it again. Now, my keys, I have not moved a thing. I swear on Jesus, I did not move a thing. Nowhere am I near that. It's facing out. It's not like it's hitting anything. Nothing. My phone's like on 3%. Now, like, my hand's right here. My other one's holding the phone. So, I'm just hoping it does it again. On video. Not gonna lie. It's creepy as heck. And it's happened a couple other times. For no apparent reason. At all. Like, nothing logical whatsoever. So, okay, my hand's right here. You guys just saw that. Alright, I'm coming over here. Now I'm gonna lock it. Or I'm gonna unlock it, rather. There's no way. Okay. What the hell? You guys just saw that light come on, right? I'm ready to book out of here. My hand's right here. If it does it again, I'm out. I don't give a shit. There are other campers way, like Hey guys, so as soon as my phone died, it happened again. And I got into my van and I made sure all my window covers were on in the front. Like I cover the windshield, but there's usually like gaps on either side. And I have another piece to put up, but I usually don't. Well, I made sure everything was tight, everything's locked, and knock on wood, it hasn't happened again. But it happened a total of 3. Was it 3 or 4 times? 1 and then 2 and then 3. 3 or 4, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, creepiest thing ever. So I'm in my van and I feel safe. And kind of bummed because it's only 8:30 and I'm laying in my bed because, ouch, like, I don't know. I just don't want to be outside even with a fire right now. So, yeah, I may as well just go to sleep. So with that being said, I hope you all have a good night and God bless.
So, as I said, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even understand why some people go for camping. Like, aren't you afraid for your life? And camping in this sense, camping in places whereby it's risky, like out there in the middle of nowhere in the forest. I don't know I don't want to know what adrenaline rush that gives you. I don't care, but you will never catch me there. I don't know whether it's because I'm black, but I don't know. And you know what's funny? And I don't want to sound racist. I've really thought about this before even commenting about this. But if you notice, it's always the white people who go out here. And I'm not saying this to be mean or anything. It's just something I've noticed, even in the video. Like, you people love these scary experiences. What is wrong? What is wrong with you? You'll never catch a black person going on these escapades. Matter of fact, even if you caught a black person, it will never be me because of my anxiety. Let me tell you, I had my first camping experience last month for the first time in my life. And it was somehow scary. It was along the riverbank of Ewasonyiro. There's like a camping site over there called Umoja, if you research about it. So we went there and it's like they have already fenced the place with natural dried plants, like what do I call them? Thorns, thorny plants, thorns. Like the perimeter of the place is like thorns. But still, I did not trust that thing. And I remember at that night, I really had a bad day during that trip where I mixed my drinks. So it just went. And okay, I'm not a person who really drinks. So when I do, sometimes I have good experiences, but sometimes, oh my God. And that day was one of those days. So I had this bad day. So I went to vomit like at the perimeter of that place. and to just clear my tummy out so that I can feel like me again, you know. So as I was watching, you know, it's dark and you can't see out there, but you can hear the water like running, the water from the river Ewasonyiro. And I'll write it here, Ewasonyiro. So it was it was so scary for me because you're looking at darkness, you're new there, so you don't know how this place really looks like. You can just hear water, and in that water I can imagine there must be crocodiles, you know, or an alligator, or hey, my God, and you can't be really sure what can jump over that fence, you know. I don't trust anything. I don't trust myself out there. And you know, our tents were right next to that fence, especially my partner's and I tent. Like, it was just over there. Like, the tents were spread out along a large perimeter, but ours was like it was like if anything jumped from there, it was like our first tent. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't know why we even chose that tent, but it's because it was like in the corner whereby people are not passing. You know, you need privacy, you know. So anyway, that was my camping experience. And then I didn't know that when you enter in the tent, it's normally so hot, and I didn't know why. I imagine, like, when you're inside the tent, if you leave the nini on, not on, but if you raise like the entrance cover and you leave like the net for air, people will see you from outside. But when outside looking, I noticed someone could not see you. So we raised all the cover-ups, you know, and it was so, we slept well, like the camping mattresses were so thin, but yet like it served its purpose. And I really loved that experience. So we were waking up at 6 a.m. for breakfast, blah, blah. And we went for a game drive at Samburu National Reserve. You can check that out. And on the screen, you can see the footage from that day. We really saw a lot of animals. I really enjoyed the experience. By the way, that was my first game drive. Come to think of it, I don't know why I always imagine like I've gone on a game drive. I don't know why I thought of that. But come to think about it, I've only seen animals in a zoo, and that is such a shame comparing that I'm African. Like, these things, I don't know. But you see, when you have these things at your place, you kind of take them for granted. Some of us, we will love to come to your streets over there and take pictures. Like, it will be a moment for us. And for you on the other side, you will love to go on a safari, see lions. You know how this world, there's no balance. And every place, every person complements each other, or yes. So yeah, I really enjoyed my camping experience, and I'm going for another camping experience next month at the Amboseli. And as you guys know, I'm soon establishing a tour company, and I really want you to support me on this journey. I really want you to come and visit the motherland, you know. Yes, I want to come and visit this place. I'll be working with like a registered company on the ground that has done this thing for a lot of years. So it will be in charge of all the logistics, everything. And you guys will book your own flights. But once you reach here, we take the lead from the airport, you know. So you guys will have a good time. We have hotels over here whereby you can even have breakfast with giraffes. And I mean giraffes. And I'll put the name on the screen right now of that place. You can go and check it up on YouTube, on Google. And yes, I'll be by the next month when I go to Amboseli, I'll be bringing you on my trip. I'll be doing like a vlog, because I've realized I've never done a vlog. So I'll be doing a vlog on that day. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this commentary. If you listened for this long, if you watched for this long, please leave a love heart emoji or whatever emoji you want to leave, and I'll know you reached this point. So anyway, have a nice day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.